Welcome to Lounge TV. I'm Larry, and there's Tom.
Yep.
Today is a sad day. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here. No, that's for our marriage, isn't it?
I think it counts for any.
Anyway, we're gathered here because today is a day we're closing the pool.
Yeah.
It's a sad day. And it happens to be, I think, the warmest day of the week so far. But it's dropping down into the low 70s all next week and everything, and 3 days of rain, it's a storm coming up from a tropical storm, so we're going to get some winds. So it actually works out to be the best time for me to close it up so that the leaves don't start falling in, because the leaves are already falling, guys, in case you haven't noticed, like on the cords and everything.
There's not a ton of them,
Yeah.
but
And they say that they're going to turn early this year, turn brown really fast, so we're not going to get them because we haven't had hardly any rain, and
that makes sense.
and they're going to drop fast when they do turn. So I want to have the pool already. Nobody's going to be swimming.
Not at this point.
Nah, it's 72 today, the water temperature, and that's too cold for all of us, especially us old people. We have a heart attack. But anyway, guys, I already took all the stuff, took the ladder out and all the stuff off the deck up there.
Yep.
We're throwing that rug away because it
Understandable.
degraded to all these little pieces of plastic, so I got to take that up. And
Every step on it, your foot was coated in little blue flecks.
yeah, oh, and just like that, the filter comes in, and you got to witness an idiot squealing tires pulled out of the side road. Anyway,
Noisy day.
yeah. So my first step is I have the vacuum in the pool, because you want to get all the stuff out of the bottom of the pool as much as you can. And
That makes
I
sense.
know it won't pick up some of the leaves, but if there's a leaf here and there, I can get my skimmer pole and just scoop it out like that, or just tell Tom to go in there and get it out.
What?
Huh? What? Anyway, so I have my pool cover out, right? Because once I get all these chemicals done and everything in the pool, I want to cover that thing up before any leaves fall in it. Because it's a little breezy today, not much. Right now there's none.
Yeah.
But anyway, I get my thing from in the swim. You can't see it because I tried to peel it back so that you could read the label, because they put it right over the thing and you can't even read it. So
Well,
Anyway.
that's in the swim.
anyway, you get this according to, it doesn't say on the box, I thought it would, according to how many gallons your pool has.
And how many gallons does our pool have?
I don't know. I already did this and I forget.
Oh, so this is just like you wrote down how much you
Yeah,
get, but you don't know exactly
Yeah, I
what
mean,
it is?
we get this every year, so
I mean,
just go back in
it
the
makes
cart and
sense. There's no
reorder
need
the
to
same
remember
thing.
it if you just write down what you
Yeah.
need.
it might
The
say,
pool's volume isn't going to change.
well, let me just look inside and see if, and you can Google that stuff though, Tom. You can Google like ours is a 24-foot round, 52-inch high. So we would just Google that for how much water's in there, and it would tell us, you know?
24-foot round. What was the height?
52 inches. So anyway, you get this,
Too much conversion.
yeah. You get this, and you get 2 bottles of this stuff and a little sponge that gets to float around in there. Remember? That's to keep the slime off of it.
Oh yeah, the little smiley face that got
Yeah.
stuck to the wall.
And it tells you, the instructions will tell you exactly what you have to do.
Oh,
So,
that's good.
Yeah, so that's what I said. And the first thing you want to do is vacuum the bottom of your pool out, and then follow the instructions after that. I think after that, the first thing I'm going to do, put in, let me just read this. 1 pound bags. Yeah, so I would add these bags in, and then let the filter keep going for 30 minutes before the next thing I do.
Okay, so that's why you didn't do anything with the filter yet.
Right, the filter's the last thing that I take off.
Well, that makes sense. Otherwise, you're just going to drain all the water.
Yeah, because
instantly.
then I'm going to be pouring these 2 things in, and I have to continue filtering for an hour after that.
Okay, so this is a slow process. This
Yes,
isn't just
and-
like dump things in,
Yes.
put the cover on.
And then I'll put the cover on while the water's still high.
Well, that makes sense.
So this way it's not going down. And then what I'll do is I'll take off the hose to drain the water.
Oh, you just take it off and just let it
I just
flow
let it
out?
drain. Yeah, just let it drain. But I don't
Fair
do the one to the skimmer yet. This one's lower, the return.
Right.
So I'll take this end of the hose off over there, not while the filter's running.
Yeah.
The filter be off. And then I just put it over here, so this way it's just kind of running out, and it's not coming down right there and splashing up against the pool.
Right, because that would just make rust.
Right, exactly. And then like I said, and then I'll be putting the cover on the last thing, and then I can dismantle that at any time. I could dismantle it today, or I could wait till tomorrow to dismantle the filter and put that away. I put it in the basement because in case there's residual water in there or whatever, I don't want anything cracking, plus the sun deteriorates things. No sense in leaving it out when you don't have to. Right?
And I guess you don't put it in the shed because you don't want that water to
no, I put it down in the basement.
Right, but I'm saying you don't put it in the shed because you don't want the water to like mess stuff up.
Because it gets really cold in the sheds, where the basement it never gets freezing in the basement. Never.
Really?
Never. Because our heating system.
I guess that makes sense.
Our heating system's down there with all the ductwork, so it stays probably in the 60s, huh?
Wah.
Yeah. You got jokes, huh? All right, guys. Well, the next step I said will be after it's vacuumed, I'll be pouring in those bags and letting it circulate. But till then, I'll just wait, and it takes about 2 hours for this vacuum to completely do its whole thing. So I'm sad. I'm really sad.
Yeah, I know you are. It means the end of summer.
Yep.
End of your favorite time of year.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
You know what? We're not using it anyway. Why spend the electricity on keeping it going and everything, and the chemicals in there and everything, right?
Exactly.
So we'll save ourselves some pennies.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll turn it back on when the next step is going on. So the vacuum is done.
You got like a harpoon looking thing to get it?
Yeah. It always will stop against the sides somewhere.
Oh, that's convenient.
But you never know where it's at. So you see how hard it is to see in the shadows over here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta fish her out like that, and then I gotta let all the water drain. Now I gotta pee.
Of course you do.
All right, I'm just gonna put this over here. I got to take it apart, clean it out and everything, which is real easy, which I think we showed that already with this one.
We might have?
Yeah, when we were talking about the vacuum. So now my first step is, I got all the stuff off the bottom of it. However, some leaves that won't pick up because they're too big. I had just used my skimmer and I kind of like got them out of the bottom. So the first step we do is going to be this. I'm going to put both of these bags in and then wait a half hour for it to circulate. So right now it's about 5 after. It figures. I gotta get a pair of scissors. I'll be right back. So here's my scissors. They're getting a little rusty sitting out in the shed. So I'm going to cut these open. And what you want to do with this, with your pool, I have it circulating around right now. So just start in one spot and just like go around the whole pool like this.
Beyond obstruction, just kind of toss it, right?
Yeah, just kind of toss a little bit there. And of course, you know, I leave obstacles in my own way.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. And then I got another bag to do. This one, I'm going to go up here. Keep all my trash in there. My instructions are still here, so I'll leave them like that. So on these, you can go on the side. I'm just going to go where I didn't get here. Try not to breathe it in, Tom.
Well, you had me stand downwind.
Okay, now why don't you come up here for a second? I just want to show to everybody. So we put this rug down here, guys, because of this floor gets really hot. So we put a rug there, which saved it, our feet and everything. However, it deteriorated super fast. So we have to make sure, I'm going to blow all this off, but after the cover gets on. But
yeah,
make sure if you're going to get, like, I mean, look at the piles of it.
Yeah.
Make sure you're going to get it. You know that this was probably it was a polypropylene rug.
If you don't get that,
it degraded real fast. We got to look into something else. But I put the screws back in so that I can measure it for next year and put a new one down.
Yep.
So now we wait a half hour until the next part. The next step is, now the half hour's up, is to pour these 2 bottles in. And you want to basically do the same thing that I did with the other one, where you're just going around the pool and then throw it in there.
The whole thing?
Yeah, and one of the things, guys, I want to just let you guys know, the reason why I use this is I have yet, when I've taken that cover off, yet to have had green water at all. It's always crystal clear every time I open the pool back up. And also, like, we've taken it samples, because we always do take a sample to the pool place to see what we would need. The last, I don't know how many years, I haven't needed anything other than just to put chlorine in. So,
well, hey,
yeah,
sounds like you're doing something right.
So yeah, this stuff is blue.
For once.
So you're just going to pour it around the edge again, like so. I could just pour it in front of, you know, a lot of it right in front of the return, because that will actually just kind of spread it out.
That makes sense.
Who put a what you call it in a way here?
I don't know.
I always put like a little bit of water in here.
Just to rinse it out?
Just to get every last good drop out of there.
Oh, that's fine.
There's one. Now I go into the other one. Somebody was asking me about the chickens, like update on the chickens with their eggs. 5 eggs yesterday, guys, so we're uptrending right now.
Yep, it's a recent record.
Unfortunately, none today so far, so that's not good. I don't know what's going on, but 5 yesterday was big, because I mean there was days where we were getting what, 2? What was the lowest day?
Less.
Did we get less than 2?
I'm sure we've had a day where we got none.
This one doesn't. It says easy opening. Yeah, easy opening my butt. I can't even grab that thing. There's always ways around it, guys.
Got a little rust in there.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. It's iron, Tom. All right, so you're gonna do the same thing with this. I'm gonna go all the way around with this, and then we just wait an hour of filter.
Awful lot of waiting.
Yep, well, you know what Tom Petty said. The waiting's the hardest part.
Okay.
And I'll do the same thing with this. There it is, clear already. So now we just wait an hour. Guess I'll just sit back and relax. I know that hour went by really fast for you guys, didn't it?
Not for us.
Yeah, so the next step is this. Now, first of all, I made a mistake earlier. I said our pool was 24 foot round by 52 inches. It's 54 inches, not 52 inches. So I Googled it, and it's actually 15,000 gallons.
Okay.
So you take this, and as you can see down here, see there's 15,000 gallons right there. So you punch a hole in that, like that, all the holes that are below that. And there's a little spot up here where it says vent. You want to push in that too. And the same thing on this side. And this is so that the chemical can be released. There's tablets in here, they can dissolve, and it can be released in there. And this, it even says, do not throw, place in your pool. And that's just gonna, are you kidding me? There's a leaf on the bottom of the pool. Well, got to fish that out before we put the cover on. But, so that's all you do with that. You let that float around. And the other thing you take is your little spongy. Oh, there's 2 of them in here.
Oh, wow.
So there's always supposed to be 1. you take these and you just put them in the water. They got little smiley faces on them, see? Hey, how are you?
I don't know if I call it a smile.
Oh. Anyway, you just throw them in your pool.
All right.
And basically, well, that was a bee. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so I want to get that leaf out, a couple of leaves on top, that fast. We'll get them out, and then we're going to put the cover on next. So I have my trusty helper Tom and my trusty camera person. Who are you again?
If you can't remember my name, you've got problems.
I got problems.
Remember, Tom, you have to be able to read Dad's mind.
Good point.
I have my troublemaker camera person there. That's what her name is. So
We just have
anyway,
lots of experience.
Tom, remember, when you're opening this, you're pulling towards you and opening at the same time. Okay, we want to go fast with this, Tom, only because I just got all the leaves out. So we're just leaving this like just pull. Yeah, like that, okay? Now let's get it up on the top. Pull, pull. Yeah, there you go. Pull.
I am pulling.
All right, hold up, hold up, hold up. Just leave it right there for a second. It's getting caught under the edge. That's what the problem is.
No, I'm the one who has to pull.
The one thing is, you see all this crap on top of this cover?
Uh-huh.
We cannot let that go in the pool.
Why don't you flip the cover upside down and get it all off?
We gotta flip it again.
What? We're already up here now.
All right.
As long as it doesn't turn upside down in the water, we're good.
Right.
Okay. And look, the thing's right here.
What?
The thing's right there, so we know where it is.
Yeah. All right, we should be able to pull it now, I think. Go like this.
Hold on, it's in the thing.
Tom, grab it like this.
It's caught on the thing. Okay.
Son of a mother. Wait. Tom, you need to work it at the same time, you know.
Trying.
I see you standing there.
I'm making sure that this end's not going in the water.
You have to go like this. Look, you see what I'm doing, right?
I didn't want to just pull too much at all the covers on this side. What did you do that for? Okay.
Okay, what? All you got is all stuck here. You haven't moved from your spot yet.
I didn't know that part was stuck. I couldn't see it.
This is every year the same thing.
I don't know if I'm the problem here.
I'm pretty sure you are. And now comes the wind. All right. Go in the middle, Tom, to make sure it doesn't blow back.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom, you see what your mother's doing? That's where you need to be now.
Okay. Holding.
Oh, I hate wind. Why is this so tight?
I don't know.
Because it's got a whole length of this over here.
Yeah,
that would do it.
Pull that towards you. On the ground.
Yep.
All right. Get that underneath there. Oh, yeah. This is so much fun.
Said no one ever.
Well, you know what, guys? When you're doing this, it doesn't help when it's breezy out. Never helps when it's breezy out. But we did get it. I didn't yell too much, did I? Huh? What?
No comment. Not as much as you usually do? I guess that's an improvement. What say you?
What?
I said not as much as you usually do, so I guess that's an improvement. So I asked Tom his opinion.
What Tom say? No comment?
Pretty much. He just shrugged his shoulders and shook his head. And
just remember, when this wind comes, Tom, like that, be ready to grab something because. Okay, but I can't see you holding it. Okay.
Oh, you can't see it up there, huh? Now you can't see it, mate?
sounds like a discussion they've had before.
I hear something. You say something, Diana?
I said it sounds like a discussion you've had before. Maybe.
Right on that side. I don't know about you, but that was as fast as I ever seen him move.
He did pretty good. His hair was even blowing back in the breeze.
All right, looks like I'm gonna have to tie a rope here. See, we have it in a different spot than we did last year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get a rope over there. All right. Where's the twisty from now? You know?
It should be somewhere on this side. Yeah, I don't know exactly where.
I think it's got to be down this.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Yeah. All right, so go over to here and get it all over. I could start tightening it up now. At least we get it somewhat tight now.
Oh, wait, let me get it on. Okay.
At least we can get it so tight now that we're just, it should keep it from blowing up too high right now. And then now I can go around and tie it off where I'm going to tie it off, which unfortunately this is here, so I had to take this one off because this is not going to do any good.
Nope.
And then hopefully I can untie it. I don't know how I tied this one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I always recommend to do this when it's not so windy out. And
sometimes you can't help it.
What's that?
Sometimes you can't help it.
No, because today wasn't really, it wasn't called to be windy. It just decided to be windy as soon as we started doing this.
It's not breezy right now?
Right, of course not. All right, so I got this off because we don't need this one here. I'm gonna go get the stakes, and then and I'll put them in the ground where we're gonna need them. So obviously there's one there, there's one over there. How many? Go around and tell me where the other ones are.
There's one right here.
Well, that one ain't. Yeah, that ain't gonna work right there. We're gonna take this one off too.
Here. Nothing long.
It's all right. I'll take these two off right here. Should at least have two over there, right?
This is there's one right there, one right here, one right here. The grommet on this one looks like it's coming off.
That's okay. All right, so all I got to do now, guys, is stake it off, tie them in the stakes. I used to put jugs here with water on there, but we used to find out that they would rub the paint right off the side from the wind getting under it and stuff, and it would go up and down. So yeah, it's better like this. We do get the rubbing on here, but it's better there than here.
Right.
Because that's not holding water in. That's just a support column. It's actually mostly decoration, if anything else. Let me finish putting the cover on, and then we'll turn the camera back on.
And we'll raise the stakes.
We have the cover up there. Sorry I yelled so much, Tom.
It should be.
What?
What?
Anyway, so I want to drive a stake into the ground. Always drive it on an angle like this, so it's pulling against it, not pulling it with it, right?
Yep. Also just yank it right out of the ground if it, you know, big wind or anything.
And I'm just gonna tie it around here, like this. And she'll be good till next year. It's a pain in the neck when you have to mow, go in between all this, but mowing season, she's almost done. And on the end, guys, what I do here, I think I still have, yeah, I have a rope here. The nearest grommet, which I might not have enough rope here. Doesn't look like I do. But I usually tie it right to there, so I'm gonna need a bigger rope. So I'll get a bigger rope and I'll tie it from here.
Oh, here's one next to the planter box.
Yeah, and then I gotta go under there and tie it in the middle, which is always, why didn't you tell me that was there?
Because it was funny.
Yeah, it's always scary going underneath because I don't know if there's any bees nests. Remember, that's where that big one was that got Logan. All right, so I'm just gonna go around, put all these stakes in. After I get that done, we'll turn the camera back on, because then we will be just about finished, except for I just gotta take that apart, which I'm not gonna show that because that's easy. We had an extra rope, so I'm gonna use this.
Yep, it's the rope that I told you about.
Yes, it is the rope you told me about. See, every once in a while, you come in good, Tom. Huh?
Why are you like this?
What? I don't know. Hi, I'm Larry. Pleased to meet you.
I didn't ask who are you. I know who you are.
All right, so this is just, again, this is just extra in case.
Little extra support.
Well, especially since this cable doesn't work so well all the time. It gets loose over time. And it helps to keep this cover down, especially when it gets real windy and stuff.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you see a lot of slack in there right now. I'm going to be letting that water level go down to down here, below this.
Yep.
So that'll go down, so we need that slack in there anyway. I have it all tied off now, except for underneath there, which I'll go under and do that. And there we go, it's winterized now. If I get a lot of water in there, I take my sump pump and I put that right in there and pump it out. So now I get to take the filter away tomorrow. Like I said, I have an old hose that I will attach to that and put it out here so that the water runs out that way and not against the pool. And
don't want rust.
Yeah, and these hoses will go down the basement. This whole unit will go down the basement. So there we go, guys. I winterized the pool. That's how I do it. How, you know, everybody gets their own little method. Hopefully your method is you have a little more patience than this guy does when he's putting the cover on.
Not a high bar.
What?
What?
I heard something.
I didn't.
Yeah, I do get like kind of nasty sounding with Tom. And I expect him to understand what to do.
Mom even warned me and I couldn't do it.
Huh?
Mom even warned me to read your mind and I couldn't do it.
Yeah. But it is tricky because this pool, it wasn't like that on the other pool, if you notice. Like, we didn't get caught under this edge when we did that.
No.
This has like a little pointy edge to it.
Yeah,
so
lip.
it gets caught under there when we're trying to pull it.
Yep.
But it worked out. And then, like I said, the little breeze that comes along, that's what messes you up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wants to blow it in. And I just was so worried about all that stuff that was on it. And your mom came up with a good idea. I wish she would have said that at first, but turn it upside down and get all this stuff off. But I was afraid that if we did that, then we'd be putting stuff on, you know, on the bottom and stuff, you know, which then would have went on the bottom.
I guess if anything landed on it, but...
Well, I mean, there's leaves all laying on the ground.
Well, right, but we set it down onto the... No, I know we don't. We set it facing upward.
Right. And then we would have been flipping it upside down, and then if anything would have been on the bottom, well, whatever. No matter what, you're going to get stuff in the pool, right?
Yeah.
So it just happens, and it'll be fine for next year. I should have just flipped it over, got all that crap off of it, and then, which is surprising all that stuff was on there, because I flip it over when I take it off and let each side dry and flip it over. So who knows?
Yeah, that is weird.
Who knows? Probably sabotagey. So let me finish this up and call it a day.
Yep.
Oh, until next time, grab yourself something cold to drink. Put your family relax. I'll meet you at the lounge. And I wish I had something cold to drink right now, but I don't.
Nope. Are you back to work?